Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the JKWD podcast. We hope your day is going very well. Kelvin, how's your day going?
My day is lovely, thank you very much. For the first time in 3 days, my mailman actually left something in my mailbox.
Well,
that justified the walk down to the mailbox.
I was going to say, that's not always a good thing. Yeah, it's a matter of whether it's something you want.
Yeah, I mean, I threw it away when I got it back in the house, but at least there was something in there, so I know the system still works. All in all, life is good. Having a good time. Haven't had any major negative weather trends. And I'm still alive and healthy and feeling great. So life is fine. How about you?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I can't think of one thing to complain about. Let me think. Nope, can't.
Okay.
All right. I guess we're good then.
We'll leave it like it is.
No problem. Problem solved. World saved.
Yes.
We're brought to you today by
Vitamin. That's the way. I like it.
As long as you don't sing the verse, because then we'll get to pay for it, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
We're brought to you today by Vitamin K Daily. Get your daily dose of positive from the Prince of Positive himself, Kelvin P. Ringgold Sr. That's the other voice you hear. Yeah, they're not going to hear you if you just open your mouth.
I wasn't going to talk. I was just waiting for you to keep going. Yeah.
Wake up every morning, find out how awesome your day is going to be and why it's going to be awesome. Get yourself 4 weeks free at vitaminkdaily.com. After that, just $24.95 a year. And if it's not for you, you just cancel during your 4 weeks and you won't get charged at all. vitaminkdaily.com. vitaminkdaily.com. Let's do the show.
Josh and Kelvin World Domination Podcast, where we talk about better humanhood and teach you how to dominate your world. You ready? Here we go.
So one thing we've been asking our guests lately is to present us with some sort of challenge. And I just want to talk about challenges in general, challenging ourselves, because it turns out from a psychological standpoint that we are happier when we're challenged. We're doing something new. And actually there's a scientific level to get you into flow. Your challenge should be 4% above your skill level. So it's not even that much. And it doesn't matter.
How does one measure 4% of one's skill level?
Well, it depends on what the challenge is, right? If it's a mental stretch, then maybe it's an IQ or EQ stretch, or it's a progressive tracked through a particular skill. Whether if you typically blow out at 1,000 words and that's what you can do, then get into that 1,040 mark. That's a 4%, right? I did that right?
I'll let it go.
I think I did.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's a 4% stretch. If you're doing something physical, you're doing 60-foot waves and just doing a 63-foot wave is a 4%.
We won't be on that challenge.
Yeah, no, me either. That's a 6-story building.
Sorry. No.
Yeah. No. And then it might be more difficult to measure some other challenges, but
yeah.
Right now I'm challenging myself by pushing my running training a lot, like by a lot. It's not a skill level push. It's just a
It's a lot.
It's a training level push.
Well, compared to what you have done, I don't think it's a lot, but compared
to where I am and where I normally would be in my regimen, I've been pushing hard, and I think I'm doing fine. We'll really see in about 10 weeks from this recording.
Cool.
But we probably won't remember to talk about that in the podcast in 10 weeks because we often forget by the end of the podcast what we were going to say at the beginning.
Yeah, we could write ourselves a letter and we put an email in your system and go, we're going to talk about this in 10 weeks. Just
right.
Google us, wait 10 weeks to send it to you.
Yeah, that's true. It would if we were to set that up. And then, I'm challenging myself with some writing projects that I'm just kind of staring blankly at right now. Maybe I need to actually pick them up and do them. How about you? Where are you challenging yourself, and where are you getting better in your work?
I may be stagnant, man. I'll tell you.
Well,
actually,
you're in a coaching circle now, and like you rejoined that, and you've been kind of doing some other stuff.
I've been doing some physical stuff lately. I've been
right. It doesn't have to all be physical, right? It can be.
A couple of weeks ago, I decided that maybe more than a couple of weeks. I decided I was going to put some more intentional care into my health and so forth. So I set about to change some habits and lower some numbers for the physical and for the blood work and stuff, and actually lost some weight in the process, and a few other things. Yeah, I'm back in the coaching circle. I just changed things in the Toastmasters group because I've been kind of been hanging out behind the Zoom controls for the last year or so, and decided to get out from behind that and get back and mentor one of the new members and get back active and actually speaking and stuff, because that takes that kind of thing. And little things like that, and also fine-tuning my coaching business. So I am actually
so those are challenges
in the middle of some challenges. Yeah.
Good. And
to be honest,
hopefully they're stretching your brain a little bit, because I think
it's true.
I think we do function a little bit on a little bit higher level when we do that. I mean, when I said that 4%, that 4% challenge level is a flow trigger.
I said that stuff, and then I don't know. I remember I tend to be kind of sedentary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not real. I don't build things and stuff like that. But
I don't
talk about a
boost. I'm trying to build something.
Beg pardon?
I don't either, even when I'm trying to build something.
But a couple of weeks ago, maybe three at this point, there was a door downstairs in my house on my pantry that hadn't been there. Actually, I took it off a long time ago, and I got this urge to fix it. And strangely enough, I went through. Now, it didn't take a lot of rocket science, but I actually it did take some Gorilla Glue and a couple of clamps and some other things. But when I finally got it done and got it back up, it was like I was amazed at the boost that I had just because I fixed that door. And
doing something on your own like that, it just there's something that feels great about it. Yeah, I think we've talked about this on the podcast before, but I had an issue with my shower not terribly long ago, and my first reaction was to call the plumber, and they said, "Hey, well, yeah, we can make it out about 1:00 tomorrow afternoon." And I just sat there thinking, I can't let my shower run for the next 30 hours. So I pulled up YouTube and discovered that I could fix this issue for myself for $7. I just had to go to the garage and get a wrench and a flathead screwdriver. And then I had to run to the hardware store and buy one small part.
Mm-hmm.
And fixed. And I felt really good about that. I even managed to get my shower in before my trip to the dentist office that morning. I was going to walk to the dentist office and I didn't get to do that, but because I had to run to the hardware store, but we did all right.
So yeah, so there are I have to once again agree to your point. You can do some small things that give you a big boost.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the bigger things give you a bigger. I'm also revamping my coaching business, and I have actually engaged a consultant to assist with that.
Wow.
So straighten out a couple things, and so I made a bona fide investment.
Great.
So yeah, we're working that out. So yeah,
and sometimes asking for help in places where you think you got it, that's another big challenge too, right?
It is. You
and I have both in our experiences had do it all yourself-itis.
Yeah, I had a situation where I used to ask. I've almost always been willing to help people do stuff, and just to help people do stuff. But I was getting people to help me who like throwing stuff up in my face about how much they did for me, and so I got out of the habit of asking for help and became very self-reliant in a lot of areas. That can get to you. That can be a curse after a while.
Yeah,
because really all you need to do is change people and not go for the self-righteous ones that like to blow stuff up in your face.
Right. Yeah.
I do a lot of
sometimes stuff. When you get stuff done for free, that's the worst cost ever.
Yeah. So paying is not a bad or an equal trade, which I can also do with coaching. So
yep.
So yes, we're challenged. You challenged me a couple of weeks ago not to be late with my vitamin K anymore.
Yeah, and you've been really good. I mean, this is going on 6-7 weeks now.
A couple of months here.
Yeah, it's been a couple of months, and I think you were late once.
Yeah, once. Not really, just a little late. But yeah. So I have actually, strangely enough, after I had done a week of that without messing it up a little bit, I actually felt pretty good about that. And having an accountability partner is good. Is good too. So even though I can be my own, but still, I tend to do things better when I've promised someone else I was going to do it than if I just promised me, which that's a minor flaw. I should respect me too.
I don't think that's a flaw. I think that, because when we choose ourselves as accountability partners, we tend to fall into one of two traps. One is we get too lax with ourselves. Yeah, oh, that's okay. You just had such and such going on. Or we get too hard on ourselves. Hey, stupid, don't do that again. Oh, you did it again. Just quit. Just quit. You're not good enough at this, right? So, having yourself an accountability partner can be really hard because it's really hard to figure out how to treat yourself, how to give yourself the proper accountability when you're playing the partner.
I'll ponder that a while. So yeah, but I'm trying to figure what I just told you what a couple of my challenges were. So yeah, hopefully those would be fun.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I think you just need to challenge yourself sometimes. It's a good mental exercise and it moves you forward in other parts of your life.
Oh, I did. This Atkins thing I started, with the exercise and stuff, I will admit, cutting out carbs was a little bit of a challenge, and I did that. So I was feeling good about doing that. And I had put in there that I was going to do 6,000 steps a day. That was going to be my base for the Atkins thing. And there's been a few times and I didn't make it, but every once in a while it's like, you only got 2,000 steps to go. If you just go put this in the mailbox, you
get another 800.
You can wipe that out.
Yep.
But a couple of times like that because one of the things I have been trying to do, again, we've talked about doing things with more intention, is if I say I'm going to do it, just do it.
Just do it.
I'm not 100% yet. I'm not 100%.
You can always go the long way to the coffee pot too. You can go through the living room and through your little dining area, and then because I'll bet you go the other way.
Or I can go around a block and come back to the house.
There you go.
So stuff like that I've been doing, and helping others do similar things. So, and whenever I wanted to get things about being a life coach, is once I put myself on the line and help somebody else create a goal like that, it's not nearly as simple for me to wimp out on what I'm trying to do, because now I've got to stay in integrity when I'm talking to somebody else about.
Right.
So that's one of the good things about being a life coach.
Yeah. Well, if you're lying to yourself, you're lying to other people too, right?
That's pretty much it. When I try to tell people, I'm never ever saying anything to you that I'm not simultaneously saying to myself. So if I don't want to cuss me out, I got to keep doing it. So that's good. So I have been doing some challenges, and there are more coming. It's only July 9th.
Well, it is as we're recording this. I think people are going to hear this in
that's true.
few weeks probably, but yeah, still. Still 5 months left in the year, even if you're
still 5 months left in the year, and we got lots of stuff to do. And I got some other plans too. So
yeah. All right. I think this is short but sweet. Remember to challenge yourself, and those challenges don't always have to be physical, but they can be. And, just set the bar a little higher for yourself, and you'll find other things kind of fall into place around that too. Start noticing other things, like just an example you brought up that I challenged you to get vitamin K out on time, and all of a sudden you started doing yard work and and doing the Atkins and doing more coaching, and I'm like, wait a minute, I just said get the vitamin K out on time. I didn't
come to think of it, that was an interesting byproduct once we got doing with that. But I felt so good. Well, actually, I felt so good after that flipping door that I fixed. That was just annoying. It was just an annoyance.
Yeah.
I got out of there. I was like, oh,
what else can I fix?
It felt pretty good. Yeah. So, hey, we want to talk about the yard work. You need a couple of groundhogs, by the way?
No.
Just checking.
No, sir. No,
a couple of them must have felt the energy and decided to come visit. You get rid of that.
I bet you could roast those.
Not in this lifetime. Well, I mean, you probably can, but I'm not gonna. No, sorry. Good try, though.
I'll say, let me know how they taste.
Yeah, so that's a challenge. Get rid of them without killing them, because I ain't doing that. So. But anyway. All
right. Well, anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for humoring me. Everybody, thanks for listening. VitaminKDaily.com. Get yourself 4 weeks free. JKWDpodcast.com. Get yourself show notes for this and all the other episodes, and we will see you next time.
Hey, thanks for listening. Show notes and more at jkwdpodcast.com. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share with your friends, and we will see you next week. Bye! A Better Humanhood production.